Tyshawn Presley, and this here is
Monica Green.
And we welcome you to BCM News, where Black Code Magic aims to show you what makes technology great.
Anyway, our top story for today is about being able to turn text into drone-controlled movements.
You know, Monica, that sounds very complicated. Just in your own opinion, what type of character do you think can make this kind of project?
Well, Tyshawn, since you asked, I believe intelligent students from South Carolina State University are behind this wonderful project. I have seen some brilliant ideas, but this one, Tyshawn, this one is for the books.
South Carolina State University is usually known for their STEM majors and their extraordinary students. Maybe this is a sign that our futures are in bright hands.
See, now I am curious as to what person is willing to go out their way to create this project and what is their thought process throughout these trials. I would also like to see just how extravagant this drone is.
Well, if you're curious, I know our viewers are wondering as well. Earlier this morning, I have gotten word that our colleague Antoine is en route to the South Carolina State University right now to interview these incredible students.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's tune him in.
You're right, but first, let's earn us some money from a commercial break because obviously we don't get paid enough.
Hello, kids and viewers. Welcome back to another snippet episode of Jones Eye in the Sky, where we drop facts, clips, and more of our new frequent flyers. Today, thanks to our generous sponsors, we have another new drone to showcase, the Tello drone. This illustrious little drone for 4 small payments of $24.75 could be all yours. This nifty device can be controlled through your mobile device or through code commands and programming. Connectivity is extremely easy and simple between your drone and your device by simply connecting it to your Wi-Fi to your device. Let me show you.
Allow me.
Anyway, like I was saying, the Tello drone is easily connected to your mobile device or laptops. With the controls on your mobile device, you can maneuver it seamlessly. Let me show you. Let's see. As you can see, I easily took it off and rotate it.
Not to include, the Tello drone is one of the most lucrative and easy to use drone on the market. Get your Tello drones today. Okay, now back to the guys at the studio.
Hey, we live.
All right, we're back and we're not playing rock, paper, scissors.
Now that we are back, why don't we tune in Antoine Higgins so that he can introduce you to the creators from South Carolina State University who are so invested in making the drones commit to certain tasks.
Oh yeah, right. We're now switching over to our buddy Antoine. Cameraman, tune him in.
I told you.
Hey, we live. Hey.
Good afternoon. My name is Antoine Higgins Jr. I'm reporting live from South Carolina State University's library. Today we have Jordan Brown and Michael Kemp. Here you guys go.
Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Brown.
Michael Kemp.
And today we came to show you guys new software. So we're extremely happy to be here and we're glad that you guys reached out for us to show you this product. We were actually able to turn text into drone controlled movement. So we're very excited and we'll get to it right away.
So guys, today I want to go along and have you guys walk through your thought process of what led up to this creation of the drone. How exactly does this help better society?
So one purpose of this project is to entertain. You know how those sky shows, they draw words in the sky, sometimes they draw shapes. We're essentially doing a miniature version of that. But another reason that we're doing this is because we want to show that this is possible, that we can do this.
Or because we were told to do it and we have to. So there's that reason too.
Okay, I like it. Okay, cool. That's very interesting. So the audience and I are very interested in what software that you guys use.
Okay, so that's a good question. We actually use the Scratch coding software, which uses the Scratch coding language. It is a block-oriented programming language, and the reason why we wanted to use this language was because of the really how quick kids and other people can pick up on this coding language. Whenever we had this drone in mind or this project in mind, we didn't want it to just be a personal project. We wanted it to be something that other people can use outside of our school, outside of our team. And Scratch just seemed like the perfect way to do that, just because of the simplicity of the block-oriented programming.
All right, C, I'm curious now. You said block-oriented programming. In my opinion, that coding process seems very extreme. Can you tell or show us what exactly does block-oriented programming is?
That is a very good question. But luckily, I think it's better to show you than to tell you.
All right.
And fortunately, I have my computer right here. Alright, and here is Scratch. There's a lot here, but bear in mind, this, once you learn it, is very simple. Like, take the letter P, for example. You see, when we have this block that says when P is pressed, it'll do this action. Now, with a drone, we always want to take off, so it'll fly up. And then we also want to end with a landing, so the drone will go back to where it started. And now, to draw the P, we want to first move the drone to the right, then go up, and then go left. That'll make the circle of the P. And then finally, we want to go down on a long line, and that'll make the stem for the P. That's a basic example, but that's essentially how Scratch works.
Wow. Maybe one day I'll be able to come back and code and block. But one more question. Were there any difficulties while creating this project?
A few, actually. Coding-wise, drones can only be programmed in a linear fashion. So we had to compromise when it comes to curves and diagonals. You'll notice with P that it's kind of drawn like a square instead of a circle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just something we had to overcome with practice.
Very true. We did a lot of pivots on the coding, but non-coding wise, I would say one of the hardest parts was gathering all of our requirements. One of the first steps of being a successful software engineer is making sure that your code, as in everything that you want your user, or that your user wants to be in it. So when we were designing this, we knew that we had to be able to splice letters and words into characters, but we didn't necessarily know how to do that yet. So once we figured out like what all we really wanted to be inside of our code, what all the function that we really wanted to happen whenever we run our code, then it was more so, like he said, just kind of pivoting around what we can and cannot do with the actual code itself. But the requirements for us, it took us a minute to get by, but once we did, we were on the road.
All right, that's all I have for you guys today. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to us today about your drone. I am excited for you guys' future and the future of those who get to use your creation.
The pleasure is ours.
Yeah, thank you for having us for sure, and go out and buy our drone. We need it.
All right, now we will go back to Monica and Tyshawn. Tyshawn back in the studio. Let's get it.
Glad we got this new gear from that commercial money.
This is really nice.
New studio.
Come on now. Hey, we live. Times it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, that was very educational,
I know, right? I know our viewers learned so much.
right? I think we're all in the same boat here.
I think that concludes our report for tonight.
I would like to thank Antoine and our special guests for coming out, and apparently they're not making enough money either.
With that conclusion, please subscribe and share.
I'm tired of this. I need a drink.